that gonna work? Are we live? Let's give it a check out here. 1 second. We should be live. Y'all should be hearing the Street Fighter 6 main theme in the background. Let's go ahead and see. It says we're live. Okay, perfect. What's up, guys? Give me just a few seconds. We're going to be a little bit late. My wife was beating Riku in Kingdom Hearts on Pride mode, and she was this close, so I let her finish it up before I stole the PS5 back. So I got to get a few settings solidified, but y'all can say what's up in the chat if you are here. And we're going to be doing our first ever tier list. We have a double feature for our first ever tier list. We're going to be doing 2 of them back to back, and then jumping into some Street Fighter 6 demo nonsense. So give me just a few seconds, and I will be ready to get us going here. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Okay, let's see. I need the remotes. There it is. We want this music in the background. If we don't get copyright struck for it, I think we'll be all right. I just move around to the other games if I need to. Okay. Then let's get this organized where we need it to be. And then I'm not going to be able to look at chat as much. I will be able to. I'll jump back and forth. We'll make it work. And let's get this where we want it to be. All right. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. The purpose of this stream is to do 2 tier lists. One, discussing the hypeness that I personally have for each of the characters. So this is not who I think is going to be the best characters, not who I think is necessarily going to be, maybe even not who's going to be the most fun for everybody to play, but simply who I think I'm going to have the most fun messing around with. And so that is going to be our purpose of our first tier list today, is a simple hypeness, right? Simply checking out the characters and talking about which character we think is going to be our favorite to kind of get excited about, and which ones we could not care less about. I've consistently talked about this roster, and I've talked about how I think like 9 of these characters hold interest for me. I think that tier list will probably reflect that by the time we finish creating it. I think you'll see that I am interested in a lot of these guys, even if not all of them are at the top of my list. And I do have a couple that I am just meh on. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump into what each of our tiers are today. So starting off, we have the top tier, absolute top tier, is Hyper Beam. As in, I am the most hyped to play with these characters. I cannot wait to check them out. I think they're going to be freaking awesome, freaking fun. And these are the characters that I think are going to be just, oh man, every time I see any gameplay of them, I'm like latching onto it. And I cannot wait to get a little bit more experience, any chance to play with those characters. So that's top, Hyper Beam. We have pretty pumped, you know, characters that aren't quite in that top, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 characters that I'm going to have at the very top here. Not quite to that level, but whom I love the idea of, and I'm willing to give them a great shot. They aren't going to be my first couple, but they are going to be my next 5 or 6. Okay, and then we have ready and willing characters I'm pretty middle of the road about, characters that I am willing to give a shot, and I am very ready for them to convince me that they're good. I'm ready to be convinced by, you know, those characters that they're fun, even if I don't think that they're going to be necessarily the top of the pack just yet. Okay, and then after that, we have my meh tier characters I'm likely not going to touch, but anything's possible, you know, but right now they are not on my radar. And then last but not least, we have Cusco's No Touchy, characters that I cannot see myself touching outside of a random tournament, outside of challenges, right, where we have to use the different characters' moves. I cannot see myself using this character, these characters in the no touchy tier list. So that's the rules. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to be jumping around. I'm not going to fill up one tier or another all at once. Instead, we're going to be Is that right? That's right. Okay. So we're just going to be engaging with this tier list and jumping around wherever we feel like we should. Let me move this around a little bit, make sure you guys can see the whole thing. Okay, and this is the entire base roster of Street Fighter 6 that I have up here. So let us start with a character who I would probably say at this point is my most anticipated character, and that's no small feat. So I am actually going to give that spot to DJ. I think DJ is 100% in this top tier list. I am so excited to see this character like in action. I'm terrified to play against him already. I think that his mix is going to be nuts. I think that he's got some very cool visuals to what he's doing. And he feels truly unique out of all these characters. Like some of his fake outs that he's got, I think look awesome. DJ has jumped around that top 3 or 4 area for me for a while. And right now, you can't fight with the heart feels, or however the saying goes. And I'm like, yeah, every time I see DJ, I want to see more of him. I just want to see this character do things, and I want to play him. And I'm very ready to be disappointed. Like, don't get me wrong, it's very possible. However, I think that DJ is going to come out, and I'm going to simply freaking love him. Cannot wait to play DJ. Okay, let's jump over to... let's talk about Chun-Li. Why not? Let's go and talk about Chun-Li. So, for Chun-Li, I am ready and willing to give her a shot. I am not excited for the character. I think that her stance stuff is awesome. I think that objectively, based on the beta, she's going to be great. She's a classic character. You got to give her all the respect in the world. However, right now, I don't think that she's anyone that I'm too interested. But if things work out, they kind of come together in the right way, I think she could be a lot of fun. I'm going to give that exact same description to Kimberly. Now, Kimberly, I think, is actually a little bit more fun looking than Chun-Li. I think that she's got, or Chun-Li, excuse me. I think Kimberly has some amazingly cool setups with the paint. She's got a lot of really neat ideas. But yeah, I think Kimberly, I will give her a shot most likely. I don't think she's going to be a top choice for me. But costumes could also really help because the design of her character, I think, is amazing. And I'd love to see her in like multiple different costumes and colors and everything. So Kimberly and Chun-Li are in a pretty similar boat. Kind of right in the middle of the road for me. Characters that I'm not incredibly excited to play. But I could see myself falling in love with them if I end up giving them the chance. Okay, now let's talk about Ryu. So, Ryu, I have played him in the beta a tiny bit, and I've played against him in the beta, in the demo, right? I've played against him plenty enough times to know that he does have some interesting things going on. His install is sick. I like installs. However, there's like 5 other characters that have installs in this game, and a lot of them look a lot more interesting to me than Ryu does. So Ryu, unfortunately, is going in the meh tier. I respect people who play him. I think they're going to have a great time with him. But for me, personally, not a character I am overly thrilled to use once the launch of Street Fighter 6 happens. Okay. Next, let's jump to, you know what? Since they kind of come as a pair, let's talk about them as a pair. Let's talk about Ken. So, Ken looks like he's got some very cool, very aggressive things. And back when I didn't know what Street Fighter was, and I was playing against Ken in the beta, in the first beta for this game, or, the beta he was available in, I was getting whooped by him. And I got so frustrated and so pissed that it made me dislike him, even though I knew what he was doing was objectively cool. So, while personally I feel right now I have him in the meh tier, I'm actually going to set him in ready and willing tier. I think that Ken is really cool, and he honestly has a lot of unique things that make him very different from Ryu, make him kind of stand out quite a bit. And I think he'll be cool. I think he will be a pretty cool character. However, not one that I am overly thrilled at in the moment, but I think that he deserves a slightly spot higher than Ryu. So he's going in the ready and willing tier. Okay, let's talk about Jamie. So Jamie, we'll talk about his we'll talk about his soundtrack later, because that is one of my favorite soundtracks. Spoiler for that tier list. Jamie's freaking cool. And Jamie would have been at the top of Hyper Beam if not for the beta, and I actually got a chance to play him a little bit. I think that his drinking mechanic is still phenomenal, but I think that a lot of his stuff was based on moves into Rekka, moves into Rekka, and moves into Rekka. And like, while I'm still excited to play him, he's no longer in my like top 4, top 5 characters that I really, really want to give a chance to. So because of that, Jamie's going in still pretty pumped. I am excited, right? I am pumped to see what Jamie's going to do in this game, but he is not he's not at the top of my list anymore. I still think he's an amazing character design. He is way too hot. His music is awesome. Really, really excited to engage with the character, but not quite as much as a couple of these other guys and gals. So let's talk about one of those gals that is at the top of my list. That, frankly, the more I see of them, the more I am just blown away by this character. I think that they have so many cool things going for them, and that is Marisa. Everyone says Marissa. I think they actually say Marisa in the trailer. I think Marisa's so sick. The second I saw this character design, I thought that she was just awesome. Like a fully ripped out, yoked, 6 foot something tall woman who like is just gonna punch you. And she says like, take my love, take all of it, so she's got like this literal like tough love mentality. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I have no like issues with this character except for the hair. And there's gonna be costumes, and if I could wear the helmet she's got, honestly, that like the helmet kind of lines up with the hair, I might choose that over just the way her hair looks now. But everything else on her is freaking amazing. I love what they've done with her, and I cannot wait to give her another shot. Since we just talked about this character, or I'm sorry, this character was kind of connected to Marisa, let's talk about Manon real quick. So Manon is another stacking character, as in when she gets grabs, she gets stacks, which buff her next grab and her next grab, and it stays in between rounds. And I talk about this in a lot of my fighting games. I love chores. I love when you have something to do in like the down moments, not just getting Oki, right? Not just getting close to your opponent. You have things that you can do to kind of amplify what's coming next, right? So because of that, Manon is looking amazing. And right now, she is actually also in my Hyper Beam tier list. I think that there's nothing I've seen in the character that's going to draw me away from her. And I will be giving her a shot. I don't know. She's likely going to be the first character. But, she is in that group of characters that I'm like, yeah, these guys are what's up. These guys are freaking cool looking. I cannot wait to play as them. So yeah, Manon, Hyper Beam, congratulations. Okay, so we covered a lot of the new characters. Let's talk about some of the old folks. So Guile, I think, is beefy. I think his muscles are huge. I love how he looks like Brock Lesnar with a flat top. I love the battle damage on him. Also looks really cool. He was one of the first characters we saw the battle damage kind of come out on. So that's really cool. Guile for me, however, based on his play style, is definitely a meh. Because, last you played Guile in the beta, and I played against him. And while I was getting worn down, similar to when I was fighting against Ken, what Guile had going on is less interesting. He is a zoner. He's a great zoner. He is, I'll wait, I'll zone, I'll wait for you to jump, and then I'll flash kick, which he's got the down-up motion for flash kick, and so that's a little bit easier to come out. Guile, I think, is cool looking. Nothing about his gameplay intrigues me at this moment. And so that is where I'm going to have Guile, at least right now. I'm not going to have him higher than that. Now, since we talked about the beta, let's talk about the character I played during the beta, and that is Luke. Now, I did not think I'd fall in love with Luke, and I was wrong. I've absolutely 100% fallen head over heels for this gym bro. I think that Luke is actually entertaining as a character. I think that he is easy enough to get started with. For example, you do your crouch heavy punch, you can do your quarter circle back flash knuckle, and it'll combo, whether you hold it or you get the perfect timing. And so he has built-in things with his character that help you as a noob start to become better at the game. He's got a projectile that's simple. He's got a Shoryuken input that's simple. He's got combo extenders as well as a technical somewhat of a stance, his running stance. It's not good. I mean, you tack it on the end of combos, and eventually at some points you can get a free overhead in there. It's really not that great of a move, but like, it exists. So because of that, I think Luke absolutely blew away my expectations. And even though I feel right now like I'm pretty pumped to play him, like he shouldn't be up in this top tier list, if the demo hadn't come out and I wouldn't be playing him, in the demo so much, I would have him up here. And so because of that, I'm going to also put Luke in this top tier. I'm actually going to put Luke right here behind DJ as my most anticipated character to play for now, because I think that he's awesome. He's cool. The demo gave me a lot more practice with him, so now I actually feel competent enough to do some combos, do some confirms. So I feel great about that. I think that Luke is really going to have some promise in this game. And we'll see how good he is tier-wise. I don't know, but I'm excited, man. I'm excited to have a character that I actually know how to use jumping into the game. Okay, let us jump into another character that was in the beta, and let's talk about Juri. So, this is tough, because a lot of what Juri has would make me go ready and willing for her character. It really would. And so I will. I think that Juri has a cool looking aesthetic. I love the black and white. She just speed dating with her hands. Take my love. I like it. Yeah, I like that. I think you're talking about Marisa there. Sorry, I'm having to cut back and forth to see the chat. Unfortunately, though, there's so many people who already love Juri that does take her down a notch for me. I'm like, I can't find my real identity with the character. Sake is definitely going to play the hell out of Juri, and he's going to be way better than me, that's for sure, as Juri. And so, like, I'm not going to compete with him on that front. However, I could see myself enjoying her, though. I could see myself messing around, picking her up, seeing how things go. I do think she has that potential in her. So we put Juri there. Now let's talk about... Was there anyone else in the beta? None of these other characters have been playable in any real sense. So let's see. We have Zangief, and we have Honda, we have Dalzim, we have Cammy and Blanca. And then we have Lily and JP as two brand new characters. So let's go through some of the old fogies first. Let's talk about Cammy. Cammy, when I first saw her, I put her in Ready and Willing. However, seeing as how none of the other characters I have look like they're going to have exactly the same type of playstyle that she has, and I do think that she has some of the most hyped supers in the game, I am actually going to put her in pretty pumped. I am excited to try Cammy out. I think that she's going to be really fun, really cool. A lot of people are going to gravitate towards her. I know there's no different health values. Everyone has the same health value. In previous Street Fighters, it wasn't the case. So I wonder how they're going to counter her aggressiveness with that. She's not like a glass cannon character if all the health values are in fact remaining the same. So I'm curious. Maybe she's just extra punishable on the stuff that she does. But it looks sick. It looks sick. Her theme's pretty cool. I'm excited to give her a shot. I'm going to put her in pretty pumped. I'm excited to give her a go. Now, let's start filling out our middle here, because we have a lot of characters left to go in the Ready and Willing. One of those is going to be E-Honda. E-Honda should have been in Mech, based on everything I've ever seen of the character before now. But that trailer, I won't lie to you, that trailer where you get to pray to the sun, you get the buffs, and then you get to fake a overhead stomp thing into a command grab, that intrigued me a lot. That makes him seem nuts. And while I'm not overly stoked about what he's got going on, I do think that he is worth the peak. I think that he's worth the peak. And so I might see myself giving him a shot at some point. However, the exact same thing applies to Blanca. Blanca's theme is cool, which helps. But also his design, I think, is really fun. He's animalistic. He's not humanoid at all, which I appreciate. He's like a gorilla, like a green gorilla. I know he's been around forever, but I do think that the Blanca dolls having kind of the setup potential is really cool. I think that the options that he has for Having to choose when to use the Blanca dolls is also really sick. Like, there's stacks that you have to use in certain ways. You can't just blow them all. That's fun. He's got potential. He's got potential. So I'm going to say that he has a chance for me. Now, I think we should probably talk about JP. Because if I was going off of design, like visuals, if I was going off of design, JP would be way the hell up here. This man looks awesome. His neutral pose is very goofy, which I think actually helps. The cane is sick. The purple crap around him is very cool. But then I saw his gameplay, and while I thought a lot of stuff was neat, it's nothing that interests me that I'm going to be actually like excited about using in his gameplay. I think that there's a lot of long distance stuff going on, a lot of setups and traps, which I think is cool, but it's never been a playstyle that I've actually been able to enjoy or engage with much at all. This is one where I would be ready to be proven wrong, granted. However, I am gonna, oh no, he's too cool looking, man. He's too cool looking, shit. I mean, he's at the bottom of this list probably, but this list isn't really in order. I think that, actually this list is kind of in order. Nope, this is pretty close to how it is. Jury, I might stick down here though. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go and stick him down there. I'm not too bad about that. Yo, choose words carefully, sir. I know, Sake. I know. Hey, I'm giving Jury to you, okay? I'm totally giving Jury to you, and I could give her a shot. But yeah, and then JP, I told you, man, I love the way he looks, but I don't want to play him. So again, another character you have every right to take and use as your own, and use against me, and abuse the hell out of him, and show me how sick he is. And I am ready and willing to learn to see how cool he is. Not gonna put him in meh. Not gonna put him in meh. Okay. So out of these three characters, let's talk about the one that I'm never going to touch in my entire existence in this game. At least that's what I'm thinking right now. I have no desire to play this character. I've never had a desire or interest in this character outside of when I was young. And I think that there's nothing new that's really proven to me that like I want to play this character. And that is Dalsum. So Dalsum's in the no touchy. I do not care to try him out. I think that his extended limbs is gonna look funny when used for like custom characters. People are gonna enjoy that. They're gonna have a good time making their characters look like absolute abominations. Which is good and bad. I mean, it's going to look gross, but like people are having fun, so it's good too. Nothing interests me about Dalsum. I appreciate that he's been this type of character for this long, and he still is. I think that's really cool, but he is not doing it for me. So I'm going to leave him in no touchy. Okay, now we have two characters left. Both of them have grabs of some kind. But yeah, they're very, very different body types. Let's go ahead and talk about Lily first. Lily, my friend, I'm going to put her in pretty pumped. I think that Lily looks fun. I think she looks cool and cute and like funny. And so I appreciate the different type of character that she is, you know, kind of bumbling over what she's doing. I think that's really cool. I actually think that's like an awesome idea for a character. And I appreciate that. I think honestly, I'm excited to see how she's going to play, what she's going to do. She also has stacks, which means a lot. She's got the wind that makes her stronger. She could be a footsies monster with how big her weapons are. And so it's possible that she's going to be a freaking animal. But we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. Sokka, hell yeah. I love that you put all my characters in the same spot. I did, man. I did. Yeah, I appreciate them. I am likely not going to play them. But hey, it says willing, as in I'm willing for you to teach me and get me on board with those characters. So let's go ahead and let's have you prove me wrong. Yeah, I think Lily has a lot of potential, a lot of potential, and so excited for her. Not the top of my list, but she's definitely up there. And last but not least, let's talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Zangief. So this is tough because my boy Lassie is absolutely going to be playing the hell out of this character, as is his right. But the fact that prior to the trailer, he would have been honestly, he may have been here. Zangief may have been in the meh category, because I've seen this guy for years. We all have. And I think his design is like fine. He looks like absolute crap in Street Fighter V. He looks so weird. But that's me coming from a 2023 lens, right? So, you know, I know that game's been around for a long time, but yeah, I was not a fan of how he looked. However, once they put him in pants, the pants brought him to up here. And then once they put him as an actual pro wrestler, you know, like actually calling out his moves, doing taunts to the crowd, then they put him here. Then once they gave him one of the sickest theme songs in the entire game, that stuck him right up here for me. I'm like, yep, okay. I want to use this man while listening to his music and beating the crap out of other characters. I think that it's going to be a freaking blast. Zangief looks like just so much fun. And I may not get used to the 360 inputs, so don't think that, oh, this is going to be my top 3 characters from launch on. This is who I'm excited to play during launch. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, make sure there's nothing we want to move around. I think that I think I'm pretty comfortable with these. So with this in mind, we have 5 characters in the Hyper Beam category. They're like, bam, I cannot wait to play these guys. They're going to be the first characters I try out. DJ, I think, is the top of that list. Luke, I'll probably play day 1 just to get some matches and some wins in, you know, just to have some type of consistency. But DJ is the first one I'm going to really log into and like lab with. And then, yeah, pretty pumped. I feel good about those. So that gives us 8 characters in this upper half of the tier list. So that's almost half the roster that I am excited to play. And we only have 1 character I'm not touching. We have 2 characters that don't interest me. And then we have 6 in the center that I would be willing to learn. And hopefully, honestly, hopefully in 3 months, I eat my words and I'm a huge Kimberly player, or I'm a huge JP player. I legitimately hope that happens. I would love for this game to prove me wrong in just the best way and make me fall in love with every one of these characters. But that being said, that is my tier list for which characters I'm most hyped for. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, right? Who you're most hyped for. Sake, I know you. I know what characters you love, and I'm excited to play against them. Honestly, I'm really pumped. In fact, we can do some PS5 screen share matches if you're free. I am gonna do another quick tier list though. It's probably gonna take longer. Another tier list about the soundtracks, the music of the game, and I'm gonna get that set up here in just a second. But that is officially my Street Fighter 6 most hype character tier list. Cannot wait. Honestly, all it takes is a patch, Andrew. You're right. It takes a patch for me to start loving a new character. I love that mentality. That's a great way to look at it. So yeah, please let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you watch this on YouTube, then yeah, feel free to leave a subscribe, and I will can't wait to jump into this game, honestly. This month is such a long month. But man, it's gonna be so great. Okay, that's it for that tier list. Now, let's hop into our music tier list. So this is gonna take me just a second to set up. Don't go anywhere. It really is not gonna take that long. Let me just get ourselves to the YouTube channel for Street Fighter. I'll switch over my source here shortly as well. We are gonna be jumping on in just a second. Do they have playlists uploaded on here? I don't know if they do. They do have playlists. Perfect. They have a character themes playlist. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start from the ones that they have listed and then go from there. So let's go ahead and jump over to capture card. Here we go. Let's go ahead and it's going to double me up for a second. It's okay. I'm not doubled up forever. You're fine. And now let's jump into our tier list for the soundtracks. So, Max already did one of these. I don't think he did an official tier list, but he did a, just let's rate and rank the different songs. Yo, Sake, yeah, go stream some Street Fighter 5. Sounds good, man. I'll catch you later. Hit me up if you do want to play some matches tonight on 6. If you want to screen share, I'd be down to try that out. But let's go ahead and do our tier list for this. let's go ahead and actually reset this one so we can go ahead and get going here. Now, I'm going to leave most of these names the same. I'm going to change around a little bit. Let's go ahead and let's call this top one Absolute Bop. We got Bop on top. We got Solid Banger underneath that. We have nice tune. Nice tune. We have Meh. And we have No Tanks. No Tanks for the bottom one. I like that. That sounds good. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and start with Chun-Li's theme. We'll work our way up from there. I'm going to be grading these themes based on my personal taste, not necessarily how they sound as like in relation to the character. I might bring that in a little bit if I know the characters well, but since I don't know the characters that well, I'm not going to be judging them too harshly based on their representation of the character. Okay, let's listen to this. Turn this up. Hold up. And I may jump around. I'm not gonna listen to the whole thing. Don't worry. Not gonna listen to the whole thing. Okay. Yeah. This is. Let me skip around a little bit. This gets meandering just a little bit. I have listened to all these before, but first time I'm actually trying to sit here and like rate them. Mega Man BN menu music. That's cool. Yeah, I never played Mega Man, so unfortunately can't speak to if it reminds me of that or not. This is not a good start, unfortunately. I do feel bad about that. I am not feeling this start at all. Yeah, no, this is not a track that I'm loving. That had some potential. That had some potential, but started to drift away pretty fast. Okay, let's go ahead and put this one where we think it belongs. I don't see myself ever picking Chun-Li's theme. I'm really sad and sorry about it. That didn't do much for me. And I'm sorry, Chun. I'm very sorry. You deserve a lot of respect, but I actually really expected something bigger and better out of her. Oh, they just released the remaster for the Bound Network games like last week. I saw that. Yeah, they put a lot of advertising on their channel. And I think it's cool. I think it's super cool because I know a lot of people love a lot of different Mega Man games. And yeah, I know Battle Network had a ton of stuff. If it's cheap, if it's inexpensive, I've heard good things about it. I might check it out easily because I'm still checking out those games. But yeah, okay, let's see about Luke's theme. Okay, this one I've heard a lot over the last little while. Let's go to crank it up so you guys can listen to it. I think, yeah, we don't need to listen to this one quite as long because I've heard it a lot. Yeah, I think it's a good song. It's not a song I want to fight people with, though. You know what I mean? Like, I think this track is one of those that is nice, and it fits with the character. Actually, I think it does give Luke's kind of vibes, honestly. But it's not the best fighting game soundtrack. So I'm gonna put Luke in the... Let me put this in the nice tune category. Like, I'd listen to this on my own. Honestly, I would. I would just, like, vibe and listen to this song fine. It does not get me hyped to play fighting games, which is kind of what I'm expecting and wanting out of some of these tracks. So, let's see the next one can do just a little bit more. I know Ryu's theme. We'll see. You think with having Lil Wayne in the promo, they go crazy, but they play it safe across the entire OST. Yeah, I thought as well with having Lil Wayne, they would get him for a song. I really thought that would happen. But some of them are bangers. Some of them are bangers. We have one coming up shortly. This is a good song. Dun, dun, dun. Now, this is Ryu's theme. I know a lot of people are saying, this is more the Street Fighter 6 theme than Ryu. I'll pump it up for you. I never noticed that drum line in the back either. Just the actual beat is pretty nice. And then the high stringed instruments there too are good. Yeah, there's some good merit to this song, for sure. I like it. Oh. Yeah. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. Ryu is going into a solid banger. I don't think that it's at the absolute top for me. I already know at least two of them that are in the top for me. It's not on the same level as those. Sorry. But it is a banger. This is a good track, a good fighting game song. I feel like it feels like Street Fighter 6, you know? Yeah, I like it. I like it. This is a solid song. So, with that in mind, we gave it a good amount of time. Respect to you, Ryu. However, you're about to get blown out of the effing water, man. I'm sorry. I feel like I just lost my money in a casino. Or maybe you just won your money in a casino, Beefy. It's possible. It's possible. Yeah, well, that's the vibe they have, I think. Besides, like, hip-hop, a lot of the vibe they have is, you know, kind of this like jazz going on. And so I think that works. However, let's listen to what I already know is either my top 2 or top 3, maybe even top 1 song, which is Jamie's theme. Spoiler alert, I listened to this one like 3 times today. And I effing love it. So let's just jump in. This song is so sick. You crank this. The build-up is good. Listen to this. That is so sick. Gosh, I love this track. It's awesome. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like this has everything good that Ryu's has, but better. I honestly feel that. Andrew is super dancey. Like, and if it works with Jamie, you know, like he's dancing, he's moving around. The scratches are great. Yes. Yep, let's listen to those. Ooh. I love this track. Oh, it's so good. Yep, that's an easy one. That is an easy top tier for me. There's no doubt in my mind. Jamie's going to a freaking bop. I listened to that on its own. No questions asked. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we do have... And look at this. We're what? We're 2 minutes in, and it's an entirely new, like, you know, like hook to the song. The energy's escalating the whole time. I can't talk about music well. Who cares? It sounds sick. Just a little more. This is so good. Okay, I gotta turn it off. Jamie, you're sick. That's a great fighting game song. Beefy, absolutely correct. Yep. That seals the deal for me. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I loved everything about Jamie's theme. I think that could be the best theme in the entire game. We're gonna keep going. There's another one that's up there for me. I really like it, but Jamie's is amazing. Jamie, my Street Fighter 6 main confirmed. Yeah, it fits with his character. Based on what we've seen from his character, it fits with him so well. So I absolutely love everything about that theme. I think it is top tier. Okay, now let's go over to Guile. Let's give Guile a shot here. I think I've only listened to this once, and I remembered nothing about it. Okay, now I remember. Let's crank this up. I can bang my head to it. Is anyone else distracted by the underlying theme? I'm distracted by that. It's not coming across well to me at all. Training video entry music. Yeah, that's not bad, Andrew. The Krusty Krab training video, but less hype. This is less hype than that one. I think it's fine. This is not great. Yeah. This is meh. This is our first meh. 5 tracks and we have all 5 tiers covered. Yes, we're done. I think it's okay. Yeah. It has some potential. But it never reaches that. We're already almost done. No. There's only 40 seconds left too. It's not gonna just change. So Guile was okay. Not impressed by it. Let's listen to Kimberly's. Actually, I have nothing more to say about Guile's. It just doesn't feel like his character, which is something I liked a lot about Jamie's. And Luke's at least felt like his character. But Guile's, it did neither of those. So, guys, let's listen to Kimberly's. Beefy, I was not a fan, man. Not a fan. Sorry, turning it up. Some techno going on, that's cool. Ooh, that's sick. Okay, alright. The tune here is the exact opposite of Guile's. I just stopped talking to listen to it again. That's cool. like this feels like a cool character's theme. You know what I mean? Like this looks like she could be dancing to this, you know, easily. The 808 glide is nice. All right, synth. Yeah, the synth. That's what it was. All right. Kimberly's is pretty damn good. Again, I don't think it necessarily makes me want to like fight just yet. Oh, whoops. Sorry. I gotta get our tier list back up. Here we go. It doesn't make me want to like fight hard. Still doesn't. So even with this amped up part, right now I'm thinking solid banger, but definitely better than Ryu's, honestly. For now, let's keep her at solid banger. Ooh. Oh. Got a breakdown, though? Okay. All right, that is the best solid banger song I've listened to. It's not a bop. It's not the top. But it's got everything I like. Honestly, I can't complain about this at all, except it's not as hype as some others. That's the only thing that's keeping it back for me at the top of the list. I think that was great. Good stuff, Kimberly. Really good stuff. I appreciate that track. Okay, Jury's theme. Let's listen to Jury's theme. I think it's called Arachnid, which got the spider on her chest, so it makes sense. Arachnid with the stars next to it? Ooh. Crank it up just a tiny bit. Knights of the Legends, what's up, man? What's up, my friend? How you doing? We're listening to Street Fighter 6 character themes and doing some ratings. Let me crank this up a little bit for you guys. Ooh. Okay. I am liking this one quite a bit. Yeah, Jury's theme's cool. It's still not a top tier for me. Still doesn't make me want to like fight. But it does let me know that a bad woman is on her way. So is this nice tune level? Or is this solid banger level? You know what we'll do for now? Actually, give a Jury's like right here above Ryu. And if Ryu gets too low, we're moving down to nice tune. I think Ryu's is still really good, but I'm really liking Jury's. So, and I can. My wife listens to a ton of K-pop. I can hear the Korean influence in here as well, which I really appreciate that. Yeah, still a tiny bit too low key. Still, for it to be like, yeah, this is the bop. This is making you ready to like fight. This makes me feel like I'm getting whooped by a character. You know what I mean? This makes me feel like Jury is like approaching me, about to whoop me. So I appreciate that. Appreciate that image, at least, that it gives. Okay, Ken, Spirit of the Flame. Not Roar of the Spark, like Guilty Gear Strive theme. Spirit of the Flame. Ooh, okay, the beat is already really good. Beat's already pretty awesome. This is calling back. I'm hearing some like Space Jam influences in here. This is cool. Scratches are good too for this one. This one's tough. I like it. I do like it a lot. Let's see, what else do we have here? Is it a banger or is it a nice tune though? That's the question. It's definitely better than Luke's. It's not as good as Kimberly or Jury. It feels close to Ryu. You know what? I'm okay with moving these around later. Let's put Ken in the solid banger for now. There's a lot going on here. I do like the sound, you know? I do like the sound a lot. But Beefy, it is chill though. It's chill, as in it's good, but it's also like kind of relaxing. Let's keep it solid banger for now. I may move it down later though. Heads up. Ken is not guaranteed to stay in solid banger. He's on the cusp. Because I think it's solid. However, I think we'll have a few others that might kick him out of there because I want to have a decent number in each one. Okay. Blanca's theme. I remember liking Blanca's theme a lot. I mean, they're almost cheating by like the instruments they're using. Listen to this. Dun, 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 dun. This is immediately recognizable too. You know what I mean? Like, it's making me want to clap. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this is sick. This is a bop. This is a total bop, 100%. No question. Even if it stays exactly this, exactly what we'll listen to right now for the next, what, 4 minutes? 3 minutes, I guess? I'm fine. Because it's recognizable. It brings some Donkey Kong out as well. I wanted to clap. I'm wanting to clap and dance to this. Yeah, Blanca, this is great. Props to Blanca. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What's crazy is that would be great to fight to. I think so. I think it would be great to fight to. Yeah, I don't want to turn Blanca's off, so that's a great sign if I don't want to turn it off. I loved it. I think it's awesome. Blanca, I think, did a great job. If not, Blanca didn't come up with this song, but you know what I mean. I actually really like that track. For me, Blanca is my main and you don't like it. So, like, he's been your main in other games. Because, yeah, if you have an identity with the character and that doesn't fit with your identity with the character, I can absolutely get behind that. I absolutely understand that not going along with you. Me knowing nothing about the character except he's green and Brazil is the place that he lives in, and like that sounded Brazilian, I'm down. I think that's a great track. There's something for me too, is that some people don't like how in your face like Guilty Gear Strive's music is. I like it a lot. Some of those songs are not good, but a lot of the Guilty Gear Strive tracks I really love. I really, really do. And so if something's like in your face, I would prefer that to be just like a background thing. And so like the horns or the different instruments, the bongo, you know, the drums coming through in Blanca's theme, I'm a big fan. I think it actually sounds really cool. One of the only charge characters. Well, yeah. Guile is a charged character, right? Chun-Li is like half and half, I think. Is Honda? Honda's gotta be, I bet, right? With his thingamabob, whatever. Okay, let's listen to Dalsum. Now, Dalsum was in my no touchy tier, so we'll see if he stays in my no touchy tier for his theme. See what happens. Honda does have a charge, yeah. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Honda is also half charged. I don't even know what that means. Like half timing? Oh, half charged, then half other inputs. Yeah, I got you. Yep, that's exactly what I said earlier about a different character, so I should have known what that meant. This is decent. I like the very clear use of Indian-inspired music and instruments, and so that, I think, for now, let's put a nice tune. I don't think it's a solid banger. I do like the beat. And when, like, the strings come in, that's really nice. That is really nice, but I think we have too many in solid banger, and this is not quite it. I like it, though. I do like this track. I think it's solid. Okay, now it's going in a direction I don't like. Actually, let's jump on to Honda before we get too distracted. Okay, Honda. Oh, he's already got a lot going for him. Because this is using some of the traditional Japanese music sound. Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, and he's very, like, proudly Japanese, is my understanding of Honda. Like, he's very, like, Japanese culture. I've listened to Max talk about it. I watched something from Rufo Monger that talked about him. Like, yeah. I'm liking it. It's definitely better than Dalsum's for me. But I am more like used to Japanese music than Indian music. Okay. There's some energy here. I'll respect that. There's some solid energy here. Let's go ahead and stick that one for now. And solid banger. I actually like Honda's quite a bit. Pretty cool. Could be a little bit more high energy, but yeah, I love the instruments used here, though. I think that really bumps it up a lot. So let's go ahead and let's keep it in banger for the moment. At the end, if we need to adjust some things down, then we can. So I'm trying to keep it relative to each other. Not like this is my favorite fighting game music of all time, but relative to each other, where did these stack up? And that is it's definitely in like the top half, I think, of the game. So let's keep it up there for the moment. Okay, Marisa. This is one when it started. I thought it was going to be freaking awesome, and I remember not being too impressed. Someone should release an official gamer nomenclature / jargon book. Absolutely. There's a website that has like fighting game community It has like fighting game lingo. I think it's pretty solid. I forgot what it's called though. So I like this. I do. And then I think it does very little that pushes for the rest of the track. I don't think it does much after this. That really like stuck with me. Also, she's Italian. Does that come through? I may just not know Italian music well enough to say yes or no. It's a solid fighting game track, but I don't know if it's for me. Like, that sounds Egyptian. More so than Italian, but I could be a little nitpicky. Yeah, and I think this is a little bit too long of like a downbeat before a jump back in. So I think this is gonna be in the nice tune category for right now. And I do think that Ryu, E-Honda, or Ken is probably joining it soon. It sounds similar to those. But for now, I think it's alright. Some bass house would have been very on brand for a modern Italian grappler. Yeah, well, I know I can turn the volume up, but it almost feels like the entire thing should be louder, more in your face, based on her character. And look, and it keeps going back down for me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not enjoying the ebb and flow of the song very much at all. But I think it's nice. I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's like great. Okay, Manon. Let's see what Manon's about. She's fashiony. She's French. I know that. She's a dancer. And this is like this is runway music right here. Okay. That fits well. That does fit pretty dang well, actually. It's not bad. Yeah. Like, I'm walking down the runway right now. That's the mood this puts you in. Which is not terrible for a fighting game. You want to be a little flaunty. That's the best fit so far. It fits her character really good. Yeah. Manon has kunoichi hair. Yeah, she does. It's not a longer ponytail in the back, though. It looks like a short in the back and longer in the front. Okay, this is a really good fit. This is a really good fit. And I like the song a lot. Oh, it's so hard. Shoot, man. It's okay for me to like this music. It is. It's fine. That's the whole point of this. Like, it's okay if I have, half of the songs as solid bangers. I think it's better than Ken's. I think it's better than Ryu's. Probably better than Honda's as well. Probably better than Jury's. Kimberly is close. I say for Kimberly, I think it's actually pretty close. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Manon's is really good, man. I'm not a fashion guy at all, but I kind of want to be now. This is what they listen to hype up before a show. This is sick. This is some sick sounding stuff. You can tell I like it. I don't want to turn it off. I do not want to turn it off. Bop it? We'll see. Twist it, pull it. I like it much more than I thought I would. In fact, I'm about to listen to the whole damn thing, so maybe it deserves a bop. Shit. That was it. We listened to like the important part of the whole song. Manaz is great. Manaz is really good. Let's leave it where it's at for now, and we'll see about finishing it up at the end. But that was fun. That was a lot of fun to listen to that. Okay, let's go to DJ. DJs I like. I do like DJs. I wish it was a little bit more high energy, but it is fun, and it fits as well. It's gonna have this beat going throughout like the whole thing, which I don't think is bad. I think it's pretty good. I do wish it amped up a little bit though. Like it feels like Jamaica, which it's supposed to. So that is perfect. This is Jamaica. They have a different character that's Brazil. And that one has more like the bongos. They do share some similarities though, music style wise. And it feels like DJ based on what we've seen of him. Though I expected a little bit more energy. Like this is nice, but this is more of a like swaying back and forth as opposed to like getting down and dancing, you know? So I like it. I like it. I don't think it's definitely not a bop, but it could be a banger. I like it more than these guys for sure, but it's not a fighting game sound though, you know? Where's it? Oh, she's sleeping. Cool, not bad. Not bad. Beefy. I getting my joint ready. Andrew, I can see the beach already. Yeah. Like, you're on the beach. That's what this feels like. But, like, you're on the beach and you're grooving just a little bit. So, yeah, DJ's not bad. Could be more energy, I think. But it puts you, you know, puts you in Jamaica. I do appreciate that. Okay. We're getting into some good ones right now. Let's go JP next. We'll listen to JP next, then we might jump around for the last couple. Are you scared yet? Dude. I just realized those were little, like, individual piano notes. This is great. This is immediately fantastic. Dude, Shinobi, I love this. If he feels evil as shit, right? This is a bop because it fits so well with what this character's supposed to be. He's supposed to be the evil guy, the bad guy. It feels like disconcerting, you know? No. Love it. My, this is the music they use in soap operas when the menacing old man comes into frame. It fits, right? Oh, the little violins right now. Gosh. Let me turn down a little bit. Sorry. I think based on, like... Shit. No. It's up there now. Gosh, this is so good. Yep. Yep. Kudos. Kudos. JP's is badass. I love JP's. That's awesome. I would say traditionally it could be a banger until it got into that like wound up part at the end. That's sick. And the fact that it fits with his character, I assume, right? What we've seen of his character so well. We don't have any like really bad guys. Jury's bad and she's kind of like, you know, like conniving sounding, but this is the boss. You know what I mean? This sounds like it's the boss bad guy of the game until Akuma shows up in a year. So they nailed it. I'm going to skip Zangief because I like Zangief a lot. I want to save him for last at this point, so there's only 3 left. Let's go and do Lily's next, then we'll go to Cammy's and then Zangief. We're almost done. Only 3 left. Let's crank it up a little bit. Yeah, the horns are badass, man. Foreboding as hell. This is sick. Okay, the scratching mixed in is pretty solid. I like that a lot. They're like the opposing sounds working together. That's cool. Diosa del Sol. I feel like I should have amped up right there. I think that was the perfect time for it to like jump into the next gear. It's taking just a little bit longer to get there. Still nice though. Monaco 007 Monaco mission music, yeah. The guitar is sick. I like it. I do like it a lot. And like, what is that? It's keyboard. Okay, it's building. Let's see if it gets somewhere. Hold on. I like it, but let's see if it amplifies. Oh, that's an interesting turn. Okay. That's tough. That's tough. Let's take a look at our list here. I like it. I think it's a nice tune. I don't think it's up to the banger level. And based on what we've seen of her character, I think it's like, it's pretty playful, but it could be more so. You know what I mean? Especially if they're going to be putting in like the Spanish sounding vibe, you know? That's what it sounds like, right? Come on. So yeah, she's Native American, but I think specifically like Mexico Native American, you know. I do not know what tribe she is from. But Steph, I do like kind of the, yeah, I do like the Spanish vibe, but I don't think it's quite as good as some of the other ones. It's nice. It is nice. But I think it could be a little bit better. Okay, Cammy's. This one's divisive. Sorry, let me jump over here. I know this one's pretty divisive. Yeah, Andrew, what you said was right. North Mexico. Yeah, cool. Actually going to Mexico next week. Yeah. I like this. I think it fits with her character in a lot of ways because it's not too overstated. You know, isn't she like an undercover, like a spy, right? She maybe even an assassin. It fits with her character very, very well, which I think keeps it from being like a bop, which is weird. You know what I mean? I wish it was more in your face, but this right here. Like, she's not evil, but she's doing some shady shit, and that comes through in her song a lot. I like it. It is not a bop for me. It's not top. I do like it a lot, though, so that's a solid banger. Absolutely. That is going up here, and it's going up pretty high, too. That's probably right now over Jury's. Honestly, Ken is looking like he's going to get thrown down to nice tune here pretty quick. Singapore, you like JP's the best. I love JP's. It's second best for me, for sure. And Beefy thinks that Cammy's is the best. Cool. That's great. I love that we have a variety. That lets you know that they have a variety of like different types of music, and so they have people to like, you know, each of the songs. Shinobi agrees that JP is the best for him as well. Sweet. No, I love JP's. But yeah, Jamie's is a tiny bit higher as well. Okay. Yeah, I liked Cammy's. It's not quite as high as some of the other top ones for me. But I feel overall Street Fighter 6 soundtrack isn't that great. I feel like there's some standout tunes. For me, one of my favorite standout tunes is right next. I think Zangief is so fun. I think it's goofy, but it fits with him. And so let's listen to it, and then let's look at the tier list afterwards. We'll reorder some stuff, and then we'll give our kind of final thoughts and everything on the soundtrack as a whole. Because let's say this, Singapore, I agree that I've heard better soundtracks in other games, but I appreciate what they're trying to go for. So yeah. Shinobi, I missed my wifey soundtrack. How was it? Bro, it's good. It's good. It's a good track for Kimberly Shinobi. I like it a lot. It fits with her character too. I think it's actually super sick. Okay, let's do Geefs, and then we'll wrap up. Spoiler alert. I love this song. It's so sick. This is so cool. I think it's like Zangief's always been goofy, and this one sounds goofy to me in some ways, but also it just like the aggressively Russian nature of it helps a ton, and yet they added in all of this like really cool bass and track to like improve that. Big entrance, everyone's getting grabbed. Yeah, This is not the worst wrestling entrance in the world either. I'd want some vocals, want some more obvious stuff, but this is awesome. And this has got levels. This track has different levels to it. And I would sit here listen to the whole damn thing. Easily. This, no question for me, 100% is a pop. I love this song. I love this song so much. This one for now is going right here. Frankly, Jamie and Zangief could swap with each other. WWE-ish. Yeah. I see what they're trying. I like it. I do like it. I'm not gonna pretend that I am like middle of the road here, you know? You think the end of songs will only play on the third round? That's very possible. And like, this is a decent breakdown because it has the high-pitched strings coming in, you know, when they need to come in. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's so sick. That's a Pyrotechnics Boom WWE entrance. I'm an AEW guy myself these days. But they only exist because WWE exists. Yeah, for me, this, as soon as I heard this, I freaking loved it. Absolutely love this song. I think it's so sick. And with that, we have finished going through and ranking all the different songs. We're not done yet, though. We will do a brief discussion of the... We'll do a brief discussion of the track as a whole. For our background music, honestly, Luke's a fine background music. Let's just throw that on in the background for now. And we'll crank the volume down a little bit. Just have it in the back. You know what? No, this is what we'll do for Shinobi. My bad. Let's put on Kimberly in the background. Because Kimberly's is good, but you can also listen to it while doing some other stuff. It's a good song, man. Kimberly's is really good. I'm a huge fan. Just not the most, like, let's go ahead and fight. It makes you appreciate DNF soundtrack, huh? I appreciate the DNF intro a lot. I love hardcore guitar. I appreciate the Dragon Ball FighterZ soundtrack, that's for sure. Can't say there's too much outside of the DNF intro that stands out to me, though, Beefy. Because they're stage themes. I don't think there's character themes in DNF. Is that correct? I don't remember if there was. Okay. And that's the thing. Guilty Gear Strive, like, I think Strive is one of my favorite fighting game soundtracks because it is so bold, and that makes it either really good, right, or really bad. And a lot of people are unsure. You know, they have a lot of different opinions about that. For me, it makes it memorable. I remember Strive's soundtrack. I remember Chip's theme and Potemkin's theme and Soul's theme and Kai's theme. Like, they stand out a lot. And while these don't stand out as much as that, I think vocals would have helped for a couple of them, but also some people think that's really distracting. They're attached to characters. I really love themes that are attached to characters. Zangief is attached to him in every way. Jamie, 100%. JP, 100%. You know what I mean? I feel like those characters really stand out because their themes, like, deliver on who their character is. So, let's do a brief, take a look at this. Honestly, Ken... I might throw Ken down to nice tune. I might. Singapore, I think as a fighting game soundtrack, the soundtrack is poor. I don't think a lot of people would like vehemently fight against you. I don't dislike it as much as most people do, because I, at the very least, have these three right here Jamie, Zangief, and JP, I think are in like a different level than the rest of everything else. So frankly, I'd actually be fine going like this. Let's throw Ken down here. I think Blanca's actually going to get downgraded. I think Blanca's going to go right below Manon. And honestly, I don't care for Ryu's that much. I think like, Ryu's just the worst version of Jamie's in a lot of ways, which is weird to say. But it is the Street Fighter 6 theme, and I'm okay with it. So let's leave it at this. I think I'm totally comfortable with this. So this is my Street Fighter 6 theme song soundtrack. I like the top three a lot. I like Manon, Blanca, Kimberly. I like Manon, Blanca, Kimberly a lot as well. And then like Cammy, Jury, Honda, DJ, Ryu. They're all pretty good. Guile sucks. Guile's just so bad. I don't care for it at all. Honestly, him and Chun's are very similar for me. But anyway, let's go ahead and catch up with comments, and then we'll see where I can jump into next. Stride makes you want to get your life together and pick yourself. It tells a story. Yeah, I appreciate that. Street Fighter 6 is character training or fighting music, not really memorable. Yep. No, I think that's a lot of it isn't memorable. But I can't compare them to Arc System Works because if nothing else, all their games have great music. Yeah. No, Arc System Works is decidedly in your face with their music, and I like that approach. I think it's worked out very well for a lot of their games. It's a great time to be a music producer and a fighting game fan. It's going to be a much better time in a month when this game is out. Let me tell you, man. Like, yes, it is a great time to be a fighting game fan because we have so much to look forward to. And Mortal Kombat, and Tekken, and Street Fighter, and eventually the DNF DLC, but that's getting harder and harder to wait for. But especially Street Fighter. But let me tell you, in 1 month, if you are a fan of fighting games and you are going to play Street Fighter, it's going to be so amazing to be a fighting game fan. Because you're going to jump into ranked and you're going to find matches immediately. You know what I mean? There are going to be so many people playing this game online. And it's crossplay, at least in the beta, right? It's crossplay. So like we have even more, like even bigger pool of people to play against. It's going to be so great to actually get to play people. I can't wait. I legitimately can't wait for that. But I am. We all got to wait another month or so. So, and then after that, once the game is out, once we have a game that's like active and we know DLC is coming, once we know like new content is coming, which is Street Fighter, then it'll be a really good time to be a fan because we also have the other stuff to wait for Tekken 8, for Mortal Kombat 12 and all the good stuff. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. Okay, that's gonna do it for the tier list. So I may very shortly, at the same time with hip hop being the foundation of the theme music, should be a bit higher. At the same time with hip hop being the foundation of the theme, music should be a bit higher. There's still opportunities too. There's still chances they have to make themes for new characters. Chances they had to make themes for like soundtrack, what do they call it? Stage select and stuff like that, stages. So there's definitely room for them to grow. But yeah, that was fun. That was super fun. So yeah, first tier lists on the channel, and they're just fun tier lists. They're not who I think is objectively the best. These are just my personal favorites. And yeah, Jamie, I still think is the best song on this entire soundtrack. I think it's so freaking good. But yeah, let me just a second. Nope, you're not. Ooh. Yeah, Shinobi, I just got your message. I just got your message. I will, yeah, I'll hit you back up. Maybe they'll release a pack for new music. I think that'd be a great idea. I'd be totally down for that. Yo, Lil Wayne should have a song in here if he was featured in like the whatchamacallit. If he was actually featured, I think that'd be great to have them included. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream right now because this was our tier list stream. I may come back shortly. I might try and get some screen share matches set up with other people on PS5. I will let you know if I'm able to get that going. And then if I do get it going, I'll announce it again on YouTube, right? I throw it up on Discord so you guys can see it. And you guys can join up, watch the stream, check out some matches. Can't do pure online gameplay yet, but screen share is as close as we can get through console. So I think it'll be a lot of fun to do. Hopefully that'd be the next half hour to an hour or so. So, all right, that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much. I'll edit these and post them as individual videos, so you guys can watch those if you want to. And that'll be it. See you guys next time.